#1 at being dumb, the new face of the DNC. Gather round, cause that's our Jasmine.
Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep. Byron Donalds for marrying a woman.
All right, everyone, grab your popcorn, because this one exploded on live TV. Picture it. Greg Gutfeld squaring off with Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett in what might be one of the most jaw-dropping exchanges we've seen in a while. This wasn't your average political tit-for-tat. Oh no, it got personal. Crockett made some controversial comments about interracial marriage that lit the fuse, and then boom. She basically implied she might not support black and white couples. Yeah, she actually went there.
She's so rotten, she wants migrants picking cotton. We present to you Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who made this shocking argument why America needs immigrants. Roll it, Alfred.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
When the wheels fall off.
You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find.
And Greg, he didn't hesitate for a second. He tore her remarks apart, point by point, like a lion with a stake.
It goes back to, that was 45 seconds of some of the, like, Kamala, you good right now. That was some of the dumbest I ever heard in my life. Here's the thing. This goes back to what we talked about earlier. They never have a solution. Just listen to your dumbass stuff. You want to talk about agriculture? Why don't you fix the lottery? Why don't you make it easier for people who want to come into this country to work in agriculture and equitation and factories? Get rid of the lottery. Open it up. Talk to the president. Like, hey, we got a plan. We want to make it easier for people who can vet and come in and work in this country. Come up with an idea. Besides, any of y'all want to pick cotton? Like, we're in suits in the middle of the Midwest. Why would we pick cotton? It's like the extreme stupidness of what she speaks. I'm so angry.
The internet detonated. Social media platforms were flooded. Debates, outrage, memes, think pieces. Everyone had an opinion. This wasn't just a TV moment. It triggered a national conversation about race, politics, and whether some politicians care more about headlines than solutions.
Tyrus, I go to you for no particular reason. Is she making any point there?
Like this makes me wish my mom made different father choices. Because we all get sucked into this. Like, this is... If you're going to talk about black history, at least know it. At least know it.
It was the kind of fiery exchange that keeps people glued to their screens and hungry for more. That's exactly why we cover these flashpoints. So if you want the real story, the inside scoop, and zero sugarcoating, subscribe. Every follower helps keep this kind of reporting alive. Now back to the firestorm between Crockett and Gutfeld.
That's not very woke, is it? Of course, Crockett isn't the only Democrat who's opposed to interracial marriage, or else more Democrats would have voted for this one. Racist!
Let's just call it what it was, a spectacle. The moment Crockett's comments hit air, they landed like a lit match in a fireworks warehouse. Greg came in hard. Classic no-nonsense Gutfeld. He called her out for promoting divisive politics, for chasing headlines, and for deflecting from real issues. He accused her of stoking racial tension for attention. And honestly, Crockett wasn't ready for that kind of direct hit. She came armed with buzzwords and talking points, but not much else.
Chillmaid, she's getting to be the face of that party.
I know, thanks to your show.
Yeah.
I don't know who's more popular, this or The View on Gutfeld. But a couple of things. Did you see, at first I thought she was doing it for comedic purposes, But you watch back, nobody had a response. They didn't know what the hell she was talking about. And she's like, oh, really? Farming? Yes, it's called eating, farming. America's got the best farmers in the world. There's glory in doing it. People do it, and the people don't do it by hand anymore. This isn't 1820. So I was just stunned by what she's saying. But the weird thing is, she probably left that room thinking she knocked it out of the park. And I don't think that anyone can stop her from being the face of the party, except Bernie Sanders, who's 111 years old.
Greg bulldozed right through the fluff. His questions sliced through her narrative like a razor. You could see her scrambling to regain footing. Calm one moment, then completely rattled the next. Greg's delivery, sharp, sarcastic, relentless, left no room for escape. Viewers weren't just watching, they were riveted. Was it the words? The tone? The sheer audacity? Whatever it was, the moment felt electric. When Crockett tried to push back, citing history and systemic injustice, Greg didn't flinch. He slammed her with more contradictions and called out what he saw as exaggeration.
Is she going to keep this thing that she wasn't talking about, the wheelchair?
Yeah. Come on, babe, you know you're full of... and all that, Jasmine. I think what happened was AOC was like, you guys, I need to triangulate and be serious now because I'm going to be a senator. So someone has to be a talking attention whore. Who's it going to be? And Jasmine raised her hand and goes, excuse me, Congresswoman Cortez, I speak jive.
And here's where it went next level. The viewers weren't just bystanders. They became participants. Twitter and Facebook caught fire. Half the country was cheering Greg for his blunt honesty. The other half defending Jasmine as a voice for marginalized communities. Memes flew. Clips went viral. And suddenly, this wasn't just about one debate. It became a referendum on how we discuss race and power in America.
She claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where's Abbott rolling to? And according to the Washington Free Beacon, Crockett also liked several Facebook comments referring to Abbott as Hot Wheels.
You could feel the exhaustion from people tired of theatrical politics. Gutfeld fans praised his brutal clarity. Crockett supporters rallied around her passion for justice, arguing that she was unfairly attacked. And in the aftermath, Greg doubled down. He said Crockett's remarks didn't just divide, they distracted from what really matters. Conversations about race, he argued, should unite, not fracture.
They cursed, now they thirst for blood. Jasmine Crockett is upping her temper tantrums, now saying the only way Democrats can win elections is by throwing hands.
I think you punch. I think you're okay with you okay with punching. It's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like.
Meanwhile, Crockett defended herself, saying her comments were twisted out of context. She positioned herself as a real representative of her community, fighting for equality, even if her words didn't land perfectly. Her supporters spread her message far and wide, saying she was speaking uncomfortable truths. But it left one big question hanging in the air. Are we hearing real leaders, or just performances wrapped in outrage? This clash raised some big, uncomfortable questions. Who actually speaks for us? Are we getting real answers, or just viral moments? So, what do you think? Was Greg exposing political theatrics or crossing a line? Did message get buried in the chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the real conversation going.